Sego Guego, good morning, everyone. I'd like to welcome all of our people that are viewing online. Thank you very much for joining in, and hope that you're enjoying the summer. Today is August the 6th, and we are at the regular council meeting today. And the items on the agenda, the first item will be to adopt the agenda. The minutes of July the 23rd, 2025 will be reviewed by the council and approved. There'll be any... What's that? What noise is that?
Kelly,
Yeah.
Is there something wrong with our system? Just give us a few minutes. We seem to be having some technical issues.
Yeah, it's your live right here. It's fine.
okay?
Yeah.
We're good? Okay.
So do I need to repeat myself?
No.
Okay, so we were adopted, the first order of business is to adopt the agenda. A motion to approve the regular council minutes of July the 23rd, 2025. There'll be questions on any business arising from those minutes. Upcoming meetings with the chief and council outside of the territory will be approved. The council meeting for September and October schedule will be approved. Hydro connections for 2288 Hickory Road, hydro connection for 1230 Ridge Road. Some finance items, Stephen Fay invoice for economic development, Derek Wong invoice for economic development issues, Hicks Morley issue HR issues, Justice Court Worker Funding Agreement from the Ontario government. Long-term care naming will be decided. The long-term care management agreement is put on the agenda to be approved. Reschedule the residency bylaw meeting. Queen Anne Silver request for Canon Lisa Brandt and Lisa Brandt Francis and Bishop Rod Brandt Francis will be approved. The upcoming meetings are August 16th is the local business. August the 27th is the regular council meeting. August the 27th is local business. And then we have some guests coming in, and these are in private issues. First one at 11:30, and then another one at 1, and then count a motion to approve a letter to Doug Ford concerning the development on the 401. Those are the items on the agenda for today. Motion to adopt the agenda.
I'll move, Chief.
Linda, is there a seconder?
I'll second you.
Linda and Ogwari. Anybody opposed? Anybody opposed? Seeing none, the motion is carried. The next item is the minutes of July the 23rd. The council meeting was held on Wednesday, July the 23rd in the council chambers at 9:30 in the morning. I was present. Ogwari, Curtis, Aaron, Linda, and Chris Miracle were present, and Chris Brandt joined by Teams at 10:24 a.m. Staff members present were Angela Miracle, Acting CEO, Shelley Bowden, Executive Administrative Assistant and Recording Secretary of the Council. Charles Miracle, the Executive Assistant to the Chief, was present. Motion 1 was moved by Ogwari and seconded by Aaron to adopt the agenda. The motion was carried. Motion 2 was moved by Chris Miracle and seconded by Linda that the Tyendinaga Mohawk Council meetings July the 9th be approved. And just spelled July correctly, one too many L's. Motion 3 was moved by Linda and seconded by Curtis Brandt to approve the following meetings outside the territory. So the chief, I will be attending. Ogwari, Curtis, Aaron, and Linda will be attending the ISC lobby meeting on August the 25th in Toronto. The motion is carried. August 4th was moved by Ogwari and seconded by Aaron to approve to cancel the meeting of August the 20th and reschedule to August 27th. Motion was carried. August the 5th was moved by Aaron and seconded by Linda to approve a meeting with the Environment and Climate Change Canada on August 27th. The motion was carried. August 6th, moved by Aaron and seconded by Linda to defer the business registration for McMurder Lumber and Building Supplies owner Jim McMurder for clarification on whether he is selling alcohol. Motion carried. Hope we have that information back today, Kelly, on motion 6. Okay. So motion 7 was moved by Chris Miracle and seconded by Curtis to approve that a checkbox be added to the business registration form if food or beverages are being sold at the business. The motion was carried. Motion 8 was moved by Chris Miracle and seconded by Curtis to approve the business registration renewal for KC Builders owner Kevin Miracle. The motion was carried. Motion 9 was moved by Oguari and seconded by Linda to approve the business registration renewal for Sacred Circle owner Christopher Kevin Fox. The motion was carried. Motion 10 was moved by Chris Miracle and seconded by Linda to approve the land transfers from Larry William Hay to Elizabeth Hay, Rachel Elizabeth Hay, and Larry William Hay as joint tenants for Parcel B, Lot 29, Concession 2, Candaland, record number 50462. A land transfer from Dylan Franklin Roy Gary to Michael Raymond Brandt to Robert Collins Miracle and Samantha Marie Miracle as joint tenants for Lot 11B-1118 Concession to Candaland, record 104633. A land transfer from Donna Marie Kraus, Richard Alexander Kraus, and Karen Luella Michael Austin to Richard Alexander Kraus for Lot 35A-14-2, Concession 1, Revised Statutes of Ontario 6024R, and Lot 35A-17, Concession 1, Revised Statutes of Ontario 6522R. A land transfer from Bernard Stanley Hill, Beverly Ann Hill, LaRue, and Robert John Hill to Beverly Ann LaRue for Lot 13F-1-1, Concession 2, Revised Statutes of Ontario 516R. A land transfer from Eleanor Lillian Gale Clement to David Kevin Clement and Eleanor Lillian Gale Clement as joint tenants for Lot 3-2 IN in part, that should be in part, to be a small n, in part of Lot 34, Concession A, Revised Statutes of Ontario 6012R. From Connie Jean Fleming to Abigail Emma Ray Miracle. That should say for Lot 22L-2-3, Concession A, Candaland Survey Record 75095. From Kelsey Brianna King to Madison Jane Marie Fuller for Lot 9C-2, Concession 2, Candaland Survey Record 76099. The motion was carried for all these land transfers. Motion 11 was moved by Aguirre and seconded by Aaron to approve scheduling a meeting with staff to discuss the residency bylaw on August 11th at 1 p.m. The motion was carried. Motion 12 was moved by Chris Miracle and seconded by Chris Brandt to approve the hay tender, and that should be Hay, to Bruce Miracle and Neil Miracle for the fiscal year 2025 and the amount of $2,400. The motion was carried. Motion 13 was moved by Aaron and seconded by Chris Miracle to approve to pay the Gowling WLG invoice number 20536231 in the amount of $2,892.50 for the Culberson partial settlement for captive distribution. The motion was carried. Motion 14 was moved by Aguirre, seconded by Chris Brandt to approve to pay the NERA invoice CAD 3185P001 in the amount of $3,825 for the Turton Pen loss of use claim. Motion was carried. Motion 15 was moved by Chris Miracle and seconded by Aguirre to approve the Indigenous Services Canada funding agreement number 2122-ON-000027, Amendment 105 in the amount of $243,453 for the design of a 19-unit apartment building, and Amendment number 106 in the amount of $851,400 for the housing gap funding to construct 1 triplex and 7 single units. So that's all part of our lobby that we've been doing. Motion 16 was moved by Aaron and seconded by Aguirre to approve awarding the contract to Build All Contractors for the new addition to the Head Start Care Child Care Center, and the care should be with a capital C, in the amount of $451,099. The project budget is $581,354. One tender received from Best Fence Price Fencing in the amount of $800,000. Carried. That should say one other tender received was from Best, so there are two tenders. Motion 17 was moved by Ogwari Brandt and seconded by Curtis to approve the revision to the RB Royal Bank of Canada Bank on Reserve Mortgage Program policy. Increase borrowing amount up to $400,000, down payment 5%, and only for new construction and purchase of existing homes. The motion was carried. And that should say homes. You said what it is, existing homes. Motion 18 was moved by Aguirre and seconded by Curtis to approve to reschedule the interviews for the Tyendinaga Mohawk Economic Development Corporation Executive Director on August the 11th at 9 a.m. The motion was carried. Meetings outside, the following council confirmed the following meetings. July the 30th is local council business. August 6th is regular council. August 13th is local business. August 20th is regular council. August 27th is local business. Motion 19 was moved by Aaron and seconded by Linda that this meeting go into private at 10:54 a.m. The motion was carried. So I've already noted the corrections to the minutes as I saw them as we went through. Is there any other additions, omissions, or corrections?
Yep, on motion 12, it says to approve the awarding the hay tender, so just need to take out the extra "the" on the second line,
Hay spelled wrong.
and hay.
Yeah,
got that one.
I have noted that correction. Toward the hay tender. There's too many thus in there.
And there's just an extra gap in the spacing after motion 17.
Motion 17 is what?
There's just a gap in the spacing after motion 17. Oh, yours printed out differently.
Mine printed out, okay.
It looks like this.
That happens sometime. I don't know why that happens, but it does in letters sometimes too. So Charlie's already talked to Bryce about that. So is there any other additions, omissions, or corrections? Chris? No. Curtis? No. Chris? Linda? Ogwari? Can I have a motion to accept the minutes as corrected? Chris Brandt
I'll second.
and Aaron. Anyone opposed? Anyone opposed? Seeing none, the motion is carried. To accept the minutes as corrected. Is there any business arising from the minutes? And Kelly, if you could let us know whether or not the Jim McMurder later on this afternoon is ready for, if they made that call to Jim McMurder to see if he's going to be selling alcohol from that premise. If not, or send Diana an email, and if she can put that ring in, we can get that approved today. Thank you.
I have something, Chief.
Yes, what is it?
I just have a question on motion 13. So what is the status of the application for that per capita distribution?
There was an email came through to say that Shelley pulled it from the agenda because the information that council needs from the lawyer is not. So Kelly, if you could follow up on that.
Sorry, I missed that, so it's fine. What was that?
Motion 13, Linda questioned about the per capita distribution, and Shelley asked it be pulled from the minutes. And what was the reason she gave you, Charlie?
They're waiting for more information from whoever's submitting, from Grant, I guess.
From who?
Grant?
Grant.
Barbara's talking.
They're waiting for more information from Grant, and I've heard from the lawyer too, so I don't know which it is. Just follow up and let us know and put it on the next agenda.
Thank you. Thanks, Paul.
Okay, anybody, any other omissions, errors, omissions, or corrections? Okay, seeing none, we have a mover, moved by Chris and
Chief, just a request on that posting for the executive director. Could you forward me the posting, please? I want to see the qualifications required. Thank you.
just note that request from Councilor Chris Miracle.
And obviously, I'll need it before we interview.
Okay, so he wants the postings for the executive director of what?
That book.
The ECDev, okay, for the economic development director's position. This is the economic development director for the corporation or the band.
We're not hiring one for the band.
It's for the corporation, right? Which we're interviewing on August 11th.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Just wanted to be clear.
Tell the text it, progress and stuff will be ready for the next meeting.
Okay, thank you. So it's done. Council meetings outside of the territory. So on August 14th, Charlie and I have been invited to that Blue Jays game by Universal Client Appreciation Dinner. But I would also like to meet with I've got a standing motion to meet with Dr. Stanley Brown to lobby on the water issue from the Dalalama School of Public Health, because the lack of safe drinking water is a public health issue. And I'm going to see if they could put some pressure on the government about this need for safe drinking water in First Nations communities. So I'll do that while I'm up in Toronto. And I think I already have a motion on the books to meet with him. I'll just schedule it on that day.
Have you got a meeting with the chief? Did you schedule?
Yeah, he's invited me to come,
Oh,
but
okay.
I just
Okay.
have to let him know when I can come, so
Right.
we'll have time that day. So move by Curtis.
I'll second.
Well, I'll meet with Dr. Stanley Brown on that day.
Who's that moved by?
Dr. Stanley Brown,
Who's that moved by? Chris.
moved by Curtis and seconded by Chris Miracle.
Right.
Curtis,
Miracle.
Curtis, I said Curtis and Chris Miracle.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Curtis and Chris Miracle, right?
Yes.
Chris Brandt.
No.
No, Miracle.
Pick one.
Anybody opposed? Okay, motion is carried. And I've been following up on our $66 million proposal to finish off the water to the homes, and they still haven't made any decisions yet. You have before you on item number 4, the council meeting dates proposed for September and October. The first being September
Third.
the 3rd. The AFN AGAs in Winnipeg at that time. That's the Assembly of First Nations. It was postponed from July to September. The reason being there were forest fires and they needed the hotel rooms in Winnipeg, so they had to postpone the AFN meeting to that date. So the 5th would work. Would council be available on the 5th?
Yeah, I'm not here on the 5th.
Or you can go ahead with the meeting on the 3rd. Just that one of you would have to chair it. So keep it.
Do you want to just keep it
Chief,
for now?
I'll be, I'm getting my hip replacement on August 22nd. So
You may be out of
for the
commission
rest
then.
of August and the beginning of September, I probably won't be moving around a lot. I could probably be joining by teams, but to sit up or sit,
Okay.
in one, I'll be moving around.
Okay, so then would we move it to the 10th then?
And we do both, regular and local?
Yeah.
Like we did before?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Anybody opposed to that? The 10th?
September 10th?
So we said the 3rd will read the 10th. And the 17th is the next date that's proposed, which is the week following. Newsletter deadline.
Do you want to keep it on the 17th or move that one to the 24th and do both at the same time?
And the
as well?
24th, it's not a good day because that's at 7 o'clock. There's the Aboriginal Labor Force Development Board of Directors Annual General Meeting that day. Linda, are you going to that? Then there's the ECG meeting, conference room A. Big conference room. So the 24th at 7 should work.
That's for local business.
What is the ECG meeting and MBQ conference in room A? Do you know what that is, Kelly?
I do know.
I see that's been put in here, so. Or do you want to have the local business on the 25th? That might be better actually on the 25th.
So are we keeping regular on the 17th and just doing them back to back Wednesdays?
Yeah. And September the 10th, and instead of the 24th, it would be the 25th. Is everybody good with that date? It's at 7 p.m. at night instead of Wednesday because we're coming back from the other meeting and
Works for me.
Should be fine.
it's a Thursday.
Yeah, that-
Are you good with that, Glory?
Yep.
Chris? Aaron?
I think so.
Curtis?
I don't think I can be here, Chief.
Pardon me?
I can't be here. No.
Chris? Thursday?
I'll see how my, I'll see if I'm moving around or.
Okay, on the 25th then, okay? So then go to October.
Can I ask a question? So September 10th, it's both together, local and
10 and 17 at 10 o'clock at 9:30 and local business at 7 on the 17th. Local business will be the 10th and the 25th at 7 p.m. October.
So September 17th is regular
Yep.
and September 25th is local.
Yep.
Okay. In October, the 1st. IPHCC 2025 annual meeting. What is IPHC? Delta Kingston Waterfront. Could we have that meeting on the Thursday, the 2nd, instead of the 1st? I don't know, we'll probably find out what this other call, the schedule be in for. Is everybody available the 2nd? Curtis? Chip? Chris?
Yeah, any time probably for me then, it's.
Chip?
Yeah, part day.
Okay. Aaron, the 2nd?
I think so, but I'll have to confirm later.
The 2nd? Chris?
Sure.
Linda?
Yes,
McGuire?
Yep.
Okay, so the 2nd and
October
15th,
2nd,
the
regular,
2nd and
right?
15th will be regular. The
October
8th,
2nd is regular.
the 2nd and then the 8th will be local business. That's good. And the 22nd. Those are good dates. Motion to approve. Curtis?
A second.
Just gotta get a pen. Can you get me another pen, Charlie, that writes?
There's 2 pens there.
There isn't.
There was 2 pens there.
Oh, there isn't? No.
Oh, it's right there.
Another one there.
Where?
Your book.
Oh, here, sorry. I'll give that back. So that was moved by Curtis, and who seconded to accept these dates?
I did.
Gwari, okay. Anybody opposed?
No.
Seeing none, the motion's carried. Hickory Road. Requesting Hydro Road 22 Hickory Road as per the Hydro layout. Nick Brinkle, Road Superintendent, has approved. It's recommended to grant approval Hydro. And is there a motion to approve?
I'll motion.
Aaron, is there a seconder?
I'll second you.
Chris Brandt, is anybody opposed? Seeing none, the motion is carried. Hydro connection for 1230 Bridge Road, as per attached hydro, Nick Drinkle, the road superintendent, has reviewed and is recommended to grant approval to Hydro One to complete the work. Motion to approve.
I'll motion.
Aaron, is there a seconder?
Second.
Aguirre? Anybody opposed? Seeing none, motion is carried. Kelly, Nick Drinkle will have to come and sign these forms.
Okay.
Okay, he's the road superintendent. Motion to pay the Stephen Fay invoice for economic development issues. $1,750. Motion to approve.
I'll
A motion,
motion.
Chief.
Aaron and Aguirre. Anybody opposed? Any opposed? Seeing none, the motion is carried. Derek Wong invoices. $7,000 for economic development activities, $2,800 for economic development activities, $11,900 for corporate matters, $8,642 for economic development activities. Motion to approve.
I'll motion.
I'll second.
Chris Brandt and Aaron. Is anybody opposed? Anybody opposed? Seeing none, the motion is carried. Hicks Morley invoices. $9,450 for HR legal matters. Motion to approve.
I'll motion, Chief.
Chris Brandt
I'll second.
and Aaron. Anybody opposed? Seeing none, the motion is carried. Cecil Capedia, the Director of Finance, has put the funding agreement on for the Justice Court Worker, Justice Court Worker for 2025 to 2028. It's recommended that council approve this funding agreement. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll motion.
And it's $199,909 each year.
Yeah.
It's moved by Aaron,
I'll second, Chief.
Aaron and Curtis. So that would be a motion for me to sign this funding agreement. The CAO has to sign this too, Kelly. It's funding agreement. The long-term care naming ceremony, can anybody say this name that's recommended?
No.
Can you say it? Aaron? Curtis?
No.
Chris, can you say it? Can you say it? Can you say it? Can you say it?
Can you?
Is,
I think people can say it. I'll take a stab at it.
Can you say it though?
Tyendinaga Elders Care.
This almost looks like the name of the band office. It's just something similar.
is, Jessica here? Can she help us with the pronunciation?
So
She's
anyway,
probably at the recital.
Oh, yeah.
Charlie, can you say it?
We will learn to say it. So
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
This will happen.
Is there anybody in the office that might be able to say it so that, that we have the listeners, online can hear how it's said?
Because an awful lot of people have to be able to say this name of this home.
Well,
Yeah.
they'll learn. This was voted by the community.
We'll learn it, yes.
Okay, so the recommendation is to use that name.
I'll motion.
I'll second that, Chief.
Can you pronounce it, Chief?
I'll take a stab at it.
Okay.
Ji Dongwa Disne. Ji Dongwa Disne. Or Ji Dongwa Ni Snai. Ji Dongwa Disnai.
Well, at least it's something
Instead of
close to
they
that.
take care of them, it should be we take care of them, not they and them.
That's what the community voted.
The place they take.
It should be we take care of them because this is the band facility.
Yeah. Probably.
Okay, so it's been moved by Aaron and Chris to choose that name. Is anybody opposed? As per the vote? Seeing none, the motion's carried. The long-term care management agreement. Long-term care agreement has been vetted by an MBQ team, including the CEO, Chief Director of Housing and BPM, Director of Finance, Director of CDOC, and Director of HR, along with MBQ's business consultant, Derek Wong, and legal counsel, Jean Leonard. And the recommendation is to approve to sign. Is there a motion to approve to sign?
I'll motion.
Aaron
Second, Chief.
and Ogari. Anybody opposed? Anybody opposed? Seeing none. Done. Reschedule the meeting for the residency bylaw. The meeting was scheduled for August 11th at 1 p.m. For the root of meeting conflicts, the meeting needs to be rescheduled. This is the meeting with staff.
I think we'd be looking into September.
What day?
Is it possible to maybe pick a couple of dates and then we can also see if that gentleman, we can arrange that meeting with the gentleman,
Yeah.
which might be helpful before we do the work.
I'd be flexible the second week of September and the last.
Okay, what dates were you proposing?
I'm pretty flexible in there.
Anywhere from 8 to 12?
We have council on it needs a half day, we said, eh? Or was it a full day?
Yeah, it was a half day for
half
that.
day?
Yeah, so we could even make it a full day perhaps and have the gentleman come in.
So do you want to have the 10th then?
presentation
The
and-
council will be meeting on the 10th?
I would like to be a part of that. But earlier in September is going to be a little bit
We
more
can do later.
difficult. So if it's a little bit later, middle of September, I might be able to move around if it's only a half a day, but if everybody else is okay with that. If not, well, then I'll just follow it on.
I'm fine with that, Chris. So we have regular on the 17th, we have local on the 25th. Can we do it before local?
Around the 17th, wherever that, like the middle, it would be fine with for me
17th?
to be able to move, so.
No, we have council on the 17th, I think, chief.
So
Yeah, we do.
anytime around that day, those.
The
that
17th
time.
then?
No, we have council on the 17th?
Okay.
We do.
I'm
So what
free
day
on
are you
that day.
proposing?
Can we do, is it too much to do the afternoon of the 25th since we have local that day? And do it before that?
Can be done. September 25th?
Would that work for you
In
guys?
the middle of the day, that'd be fine.
Like in the afternoon, closer to local?
Yeah,
Local will be at 7 if we did a meeting at 1 or something with staff. Would that be okay or?
Okay, September the
I think
20th,
so.
starting at noon then?
Sure.
1 o'clock at lunch.
1 p.m. then?
Yes,
All right, motion to do that?
September
25th?
25th?
Ogwari, who will second it?
I'll second it.
And Aaron. Anybody opposed? Anybody opposed? Seeing
You
none?
wanted to do a couple dates?
Yeah, because you probably want to hear the presentation before we do this meeting. I would think,
I
right?
would think we could schedule one of the council meetings with the lawyer that day, because it should,
Okay, Adam, to try to get him on a council.
yeah,
Yep,
let's,
sure.
let's do it that way.
Okay.
The Queen Anne Silver, that was for Rod and Lisa's last service at All Saints Church. We're going to use the Queen Anne's, they're
A motion, Chief.
I'll second that. Chief.
Curtis and Chris Brand.
Or did they retire or?
No, they're moving up to Thunder Bay.
He got,
No, somewhere up
new
around
appointment.
Timmins.
yeah, Timmins. Timmins someplace, isn't it? He's up there where Bruce is.
Is that not where Lottie's from?
No, I don't think so.
I think he did.
Well, they're moving.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that concludes our public portion of the meeting today. And we will thank you very much for joining, and I hope everyone has a good day. Enjoy the balance of the summer. Thank you very much for attending. Sign off now, Charlie.
Do you need a motion to go
in
private?
camera?
I'll motion.
Moved
I'll
by Aaron,
second.
Second by Linda. No, I've got an occupancy planning meeting to go to now at 11 o'clock. I see that scheduled in here. So let's get this done quickly.
Are we off camera?
No, we're not.
No.